Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, Mike Zakarian.
What's up, everybody? Good morning. Happy Tuesday. I was out last night, so normally when I'm out and then I come do the show, it feels like it's Wednesday, so I'm a little thrown off. We're gonna have back-to-back out late days. But I saw producer Frank last night. It was great. We get to see him celebrate his wife's birthday. It was great. Wonderful times. Who do we got? Who do we have in the chat this morning? Sneeps is here. We get Happy National Sour Candy Day. That's exciting. Brent's here. Good morning to the Degens. Skeet says no two dunks, so going to request the bit goes for 3 hours. That's not happening. That's not happening today. Stubbs is in the house. We get the Common Man. It's hot in Dallas. Time Lord's up in here. Boston-based, the Newsbreakers here. Who else we got? Who else do we have in here? Mike Baston stateside. Weisberg just ready to talk about Joel Embiid. T-Man's here. Josh Jordan. Let's go. Patrick Coyne. Yeah, we'll see in Vegas. We're going back to Vegas, guys. I did it. I booked the room last night. I'm looking at flights now. We're going back for the midseason tournament. So, listen, we're not going to do a show. I'm just going to take that off my plate right now. We're not going to do a show unless 50 of you come out. And I don't think we're going to get 50 there. So instead, if you do come out, we'll have a nice little hang. We'll do another happy hour type hang and have a good time. So I'm going out there for the semifinals and the finals of the first ever midseason tournament in Viva Las Vegas. Excited to go back there when it's not 110 degrees, although hashtag global warming, who knows? So I'm excited to get out there. So if anyone's interested, just we'll put it, I'll change the title of the Discord channel from Vegas Summer League to Vegas Midseason Tournament. I have massive regrets right after booking it. There's no reason to go twice in 6 months, but I've justified it because it's near my birthday, right? 39. We'll be 39, guys, this year. And you can see it right here. Bang, bang. Seeing some other people. We got Jericho O'Ryan in here. That's good. You know what? We can start some engagement farming too. Let's start that early. We got a lot of fun stuff to talk about. But why don't we do me a favor? Like the stream, subscribe. And it's going to be Maury Ball today. Hashtag Maury Ball. And the reason Maury Ball actually is my 2-time NBA season-long fantasy championship team name for the last 2 years. All right. We're 2-time defending champs. Hashtag Maury Ball. And we're just cooking. We're cooking over there with Maury Ball, and because we're going to talk a little bit of Sixers too. So we'll have we're going to have some fun talking about that. But yeah, like the stream, subscribe. Hashtag Maury Ball. Speaking of giveaways, one more little piece of news here. So as the people know, everything must go. Again, look at this thumbnail. I want to thank Veronica for showing me the way of getting a little bit better. I'm sure she'd still have notes on this, but we're getting better. So originally, as you can see this tweet, it was for Wednesday. We were going to give away so many things on Wednesday. Well, I did a little digging and realized that I locked in 2 different shifts. So technically, my moments are fully unlocked Thursday afternoon. So what we're going to do instead is we are going to do the show on Friday instead of Thursday. Okay. I mean, instead of Wednesday. So I'm going to make sure everything's fully unlocked so we can give everything away. So we pushed it back to Friday. I apologize if anyone was, well, you know what? I know Borland's going to be happy because he wasn't going to be able to make it. I think he had a dentist appointment or something. So we're going to do it on Friday. And listen, we'll have it's a better vibe. Friday's a better vibe anyways. Stan says 39. You look like 49. You know what, Stan? I'm going to call bullshit. All right, I'm going to call bullshit because last night I went to Tanner Smith's on 55th and 7th. Nice little cocktail / small plates type spot. All right. And the second I walked in, the bouncer checked the ID and he's like, you know what? You guys look a lot younger than that. So suck on that. Suck on that, Stan, huh? Also, Stan, you got your moment yesterday. There we go. I look exactly 38. You guys are all rude. All right. I think that's it. I think that's it for business. We don't know other shows today. I do have like a fun announcement about the beginning of the NBA season coming out. I don't know when that announcement's going to happen, but we get a fun one. We got a fun announcement that I think people will be excited about. Anything else? Was there any other dramatic things that we needed to get into before we start cooking? Shoddy not keeping track of giveaway winners, or are you trying to send everything through live? No, I'm going to try to do it live. I'm going to try to send all of those things away. There's going to be a handful that I'm not giving away on the live stream, just so people who live down under or wherever, I want to make sure my international friends can continue to play. continue to play. So, but yeah, most of them we're going to do it live. That, Skeets, listen, if you want to take a day off, take off Friday. Friday will probably be a 3-hour show. We're going to drink a lot of tea and honey. We're not going to drink the honey. It's just going to be in the tea, but you get it. You get it. All right. You guys want to start with the Embiid stuff? I love it. I love it. So Boston Base broke the news. Apparently, Embiid was who is Embiid talking to? Is he talking to Michael Rubin? Who is he talking to? Was having a little conversation. Was just kind of like, I'm ready to win. I don't care where it is. Cool. And I've gone through a range of emotions, but here's where I had to look in the mirror a little bit. I had to reflect on my emotions and why do I feel the way that I feel. And I think I was a little annoyed. It was Maverick Carter. My bad. Maverick Carter. My bad, guys. Sorry. No, sincerest apologies to Maverick. I know he watches. I feel so bad that I didn't get that right. But I don't know. I think if you're the best player on the team, and for the most part, Morey has done what he does and built a team around him. I think he brings in Harden, which was obviously an upgrade over Simmons, which was a problem that Morey inherited. He made the pieces around them better. They had a 3-2 lead, ready to close out at home with just a few minutes left with the double-digit lead, and you didn't get it done. You've continued to underperform in the playoffs, and you can always blame injuries for that because Embiid does get dinged up a lot. But when it happens more than it doesn't, it starts to no longer be a freak thing and just be kind of like who you are. And so it is kind of funny for the best player on the team that was right on the doorsteps of the Eastern Conference Finals to be like, man, I'll go anywhere to win. And to me, that screams, I will go anywhere and be the second best player on a team that has a shot at winning a title, which is just kind of, I don't know. And maybe that's unfair. Maybe that is unfair for Embiid. Maybe there's stuff behind the scenes we don't know. Maybe he's tired of playing for this, like, as Bill Simmons would say, losing culture that Philly's created over the last 15 years. Shout out Sam Hinkie, baby. But it is, I don't know. I don't know what they do. To me, this feels just like they're just talking, like they're just, just troll central from everyone involved. I can't imagine Embiid is moved out of Philly, although I don't know. Apparently there's been smoke for it for a little bit. I know Zach Lowe talked about it once Harden requested the trade after opting into the contract. Regulators said, any thoughts on the Doc interview where he talked about players getting used to not playing, such as Embiid? Yeah, I mean, I think that's what he was talking about with like the losing culture, right? I mean, I'm sure there's some validity to it. I'm sure there's some truth to it. I mean, Doc Rivers is a good coach, even though I like to make fun of him. But yeah, I don't know. But anyways, what I started to think about it a little bit more, and I remember when I took my first job out of grad school at Dean College. Shout out Dean College. It's a 2-year school, but also a 4-year school. Franklin, Massachusetts, baby. I worked there for a little over a year and I hated it. And then I took another job at Emmanuel College. I worked there for like 3 years, I think. And then I started to hate it. And then I went to MIT, worked there for like 3 to 4 years. And then I was like, I gotta get out of here. Moved to New York, worked at NYU for 2 to 3 years, and then worked at Marymount Manhattan College for 2 to 3 years. The cough's bad today. All that to say, I remember when I started bouncing around from job to job, my dad, or maybe I'm just creating this that my dad said this, but my dad said something to this, like everyone in my dad also had his own business and like worked with a lot of employed a lot of young people. There's not this idea of you go to the same company and work there for long periods of times, right? That just doesn't happen anymore. That's not what this, both like the millennial generation, the elder millennials, but also the Gen Z stuff, right? And maybe that we have not understood that same type of energy is with professional athletes as well. They do a couple years and then he's like, hey, I don't want to be here anymore. I've been here too long. So I think that's going to be my new spin on it, that we have to start understanding that professional athletes, they use the word professional. All right. They use the word in the same way that we don't stay at the same companies for long periods of time. They just bounce around. They bounce around. So I think that this has less to do with winning championships and more to do with the young generation ruining sports. That's the take that I came up with this morning. And I'm very proud of it. Embiid is just a millennial. That's all it is. Weisberg saying weird he did it with Maverick because Embiid does not have an agent right now, previously rep by Leon and Mike Tellem. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Didn't he, you're right, because he negotiated, didn't he negotiate his own contract? Is that right? Um, anyways, I enjoyed that take. I'm looking forward to that breakup video getting 2 likes and everybody making fun of it, but I'm still here for it. Okay, so the landing spots, like say Embiid does get moved, right? We're saying the Knicks. That's what everybody's been saying. The Knicks. I know Weisberg was saying both in the chat and in Discord. Here we go. I'll give you an exact quote. He's closer to Steph Curry than people realize. If the Warriors wanted, they could put together a package for Joel that might not be as draft pick rich as the Knicks, but may make more sense if the Sixers want to compete now. Talking Wiggins, CP3, Kuminga, and picks works for Tucker and Embiid. That's fun. That's a fun one to like talk about a little bit. I don't really think I don't really think that's happening. I just can't see it. Robert says, how can Joel make demands coming fresh off a game step? That's what I'm saying. I think that's what's pretty alarming about this. And I know some people in the chat said it earlier. I feel like this has way more to do with applying some more pressure in the same way that LeBron's like, maybe I'm going to retire, right? Like, I think it's the same thing. I think it's the same thing. I don't really. I think that would be a real gut punch because you know, uh, Embiid is clearly like the dude in Philly. Like everybody, Steve's talked about it on the '89 Cavs. Everybody in Philly loves Embiid, right? He's fun. I think people are getting a little bit tired of what's going on right now, but for the most part, everybody loves Embiid, and that would have been like Paul Pierce at the height of Pierce's powers for the Boston Celtics, just being like, "Trade me, bro." And I'm sure there's more examples of this, but I don't know. The other thing that I wanted to note, and I tweeted this out yesterday, this should be the first time since Moses Malone where a reigning MVP was traded. I think it's happened 3 times. I think Wilt Chamberlain did it way back. Then Moses Malone. Ironically, I think Moses went from the Rockets to the Sixers. The Sixers were on the receiving end of that. And then this would be the 3rd time Embiid being the reigning MVP and then on the move. So yeah, I don't know. Masai, where's the Masai thing? I saw, what did Top Shot Tesla say? The Raptors will be involved because of the connection with Masai. That's, yeah. I mean, and the Raptors have been doing a lot of weird different moves. I know Siakam's been on the table. The No Dunks dudes did a full deep dive on that last week. Yeah, I'll be honest. I don't think he's going anywhere. I think we'll still see Embiid there. I think we'll still see Harden there too. I just don't think these guys have the option. I mean, Embiid does. Embiid has options. Like people would break the bank to get Embiid to their squad, but I don't think like Harden doesn't have that type of leverage. I don't think anyone's like losing their mind for Harden. What I am more fascinated by with now this Embiid conversation, the Harden conversation, and the Dame conversation, this kind of feels like it's going to like roll through November. Shout out Wyclef Jean. Do you know what I mean? Like this doesn't seem like none of these scenarios feel like they're going to get cleaned up in an efficient time. Like I don't see the Harden stuff getting worked out, and it's hard for I think the Sixers to know what to do with Embiid if they don't know what to do with Harden, and maybe that is why Embiid's applying this type of pressure, having conversations like that. Also, what was Embiid's tweet about? Did you guys see? So Embiid tweeted like basically saying Daryl Morey is the ultimate troll now, like that he lost his troll belt. I miss what Morey did that made him a troll. The one funny thing that I saw him do, and let me see if I can find this tweet. He tagged Dwight Howard in a tweet, which I thought was like really, really funny. I'm here for all of that stuff. Let me see if I can pull this up quickly. I remember I shared it. Man, I share a lot of tweets that aren't good. Oh, here it is. Let me pull this up here. Let me put it in the other box. But yeah, I missed what exactly happened that made him the troll god, Daryl Morey. Let me see. Here we go. Why are you so obsessed with centers? And this was in a reply to the Rights from Ricky Sanchez bros. But he tagged Dwight Howard in that photo. That's incredible stuff. That's incredible work there, tagging Dwight Howard. I love it. Let's see. What else do we have here? John's Mike says it depends what happens with Harden. Embiid has a player options last year. So if he plays this year, he's got 3 years after that, including his player option. So really 2 years left after this year. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like you don't you can't really make any Embiid moves until the Harden stuff's worked out. And I just don't see the Harden stuff being worked out anytime soon, unless the Clippers maybe get a little bit more desperate. But why would the Clippers feel desperate until the year starts, Because if the Clippers get out there and say they start off the year like, I don't know, 15-5, there's no need to like fire that up. There's no need to there's no need to rush it. You're not. I mean, if you start 5-15, maybe the conversation is a little bit different. Tesla says, "Would you like working with Maury?" That's you wait because you mean he's too online. Man, my Wi-Fi is being a little spotty. Sorry if I'm getting a little chop. I don't. Yeah, maybe Maury's too online to work with. Is that what you're saying? Almost like other companies that we participate in. You know what I'm saying? There. Hold on. Let's do a little mental health check. I got a cough. I've been coughing a lot today. I noticed that some of my Series 2 moments, I spent a lot of money on them and it's not worth as much. So, Jacob, can you make it worth more? I feel like I don't know if the coffee's hitting different today or like maybe how I mean it's 86 degrees already. Maybe that's what it is. I feel like I'm baking up in here. Anyways, I don't know. What do you guys think in the chat? What's the do you think he's with the Sixers in November or is he on a different team? Put your answers in the chat. Do you think he's with the Sixers or with a new team come November? I think he's still with the same team. I think we're still going to see the Sixers. Although I did ding them a little bit. We're going to do some East rankings here in a second. And I did ding them quite a bit. But curious what other people think about that. Put it in the chat. Chat's taking too long. Come on. Also, I saw, all right, people saying Sixers, shake it up, says Boston Bay. Sixers. Also, Josh said something earlier I wanted to go back to. It's cool. At least LeBron came back to Cleveland. It'll be interesting to see who else can leave and come back to win a championship. Yeah. I mean, it's a little bit easier when you're the best player in the world. But yeah, that is true. All right, Sixers, Shanghai Sharks, says Winston. New team as soon as banned from Philly strip clubs. Is that Harden? You're talking about Harden and Embiid. All right. Do you guys want to dive into the East rankings here? You want to mess around with that for a little bit? God, it's sweaty up in here. I get sweat in the back of my head. Woo. All right, let's look at the rankings. I made a graphic today that I honestly am not super proud of, but I got to change. Let's see. We got to do this. Yeah, let's do this. All right, let's do the East rankings. Let's do it. I cut it off too much. Can I move myself around here? What if I try this? No, that's not what I wanted. What about this? What about this? Why is it so bad? What's going on here? Oh, I see what I did. I got you, girl. All right, let's go back over here. All right, so this is my East rankings right here. I know I cut off the first couple. I get the Celtics finishing first in the East. All right, give me the Celtics. This is regular season, by the way, regular season. I still think the Celtics are going to be the best team in the East. Let's run through them first, and then we can break them and then break it down. So I get Celtics and the Bucks and the Heat with Dame. I'm saying that Dame is on the Heat, but it just might not happen until December. Cleveland Cavaliers, New York Knickerbockers in the 5 seed. I'm dinging the Sixers. Even if they get Harden and Embiid back, I'm just going to say the vibes are bad. Vibes are bad. New coach, weird vibes. And then I have the Hawks, Atlanta Hawks, 7. Wait, Weisberg, breaking news. Daryl still has a Danny Green Series 1 Lego for sale for $1,500. Godspeed, Daryl. I got the Magic at the 8. I think that my 8-9 are the two spiciest I got here. Magic in the 8 seed, Pacers in the 9 seed, Brooklyn rounding out the play-in action. I just think I know they're not going to be good, but I still think they're not bad. Then I have the Bulls in the 11 seed. Man, my Wi-Fi, what's going on? Bulls in the 11 seed, Raptors in the 12 seed. Because I think the Raptors, you want to talk about weird vibes? That's the Raptors. Then I got the Charlotte Hornets in the 13 seed, Pistons in the 14, the Wizards in the 15 seed. Come at me. What did we screw up royally in this? What did we screw up royally? So for the I still think the Celtics are going to be the best team in the East. That's where I landed on that. I still think they are going to be regular season wise anyways. I still think, I know they don't have the same depth that they had last year. I think they're still going, like, when you look around the landscape of the Eastern Conference, I still think they are going to be one of the better, like, they're going to be the best team. And, like, I know Marcus Smart is gone. If Brogdon can stay on the court and so can Porzingis, that team is going to win a lot of regular season games. So originally, in my original list here, I'm going to change this so we can go back to it. Everybody take your screenshot so you can see it. In my original list, I had Miami 2, and then I thought about it a little bit more. I don't think Dame's going to be on Miami at the beginning of the season. I think that, like, trickles in a little bit. Miami's got some real depth problems. Shout out Omer Yurtseven, who's made his way to Utah. He's on the Jazz. I think there's going to be, we already know how Jimmy partakes in the regular season intermittently, plays really well, but doesn't, you know what I'm saying? So I think Miami will still win a lot of regular season games, but will just be not like top tier. I honestly forgot, like, my rankings already, so we got to go back to this. Next up I had the Bucks 2. I don't have to explain the Bucks. I think the Bucks being 2 makes sense. The Cleveland, okay, so people are saying the Heat are going to drop. All right, well, you said drop to 15. I think the Heat are going to be good, guys. I'm done. Stan's here, Veronica's here. I'm done creating bulletin board material for Miami Heat fans. This would be my 3rd consecutive year. So here you go. You're going to have home court in the first round. So I have the Cavs 4. This was a little controversial. And I think a lot of people would probably have Knicks. I think a lot of people this year, their rankings are going to have Knicks, Sixers, and then Cavs. I still believe in Cleveland as a regular season team. You know how I feel about Donovan Mitchell in the playoffs, though, but I think they're going to be good. I still think there's a chance, like, Jared Allen gets moved around. I feel like they definitely overpaid for some dudes like Max Strus. And I forget who the other wing they picked up. They picked up Max Strus. They re-signed Levert. There was one more guy that I thought they Georges Niang. So I think between upgrading those positions, I just saw Lamar Stevens got waived by, who was it, the Rockets or the Spurs? And that was like their starting wing. So Cleveland has upgraded. I think the Knicks ran a little hot last year with how they played. I think we'll see a little bit of a teeny Salt Bay regression. Although I guess the 5 seed wouldn't really be that much regression because that's where they landed last year. The Sixers dropping to 6. That to me has to do with the vibes. I think the vibes are going to be bad. And then I had Atlanta at 7. I don't know what to do with Atlanta. If you told me Atlanta finished 4 or 15, I'd believe both of those, right? Trae Young out here saying he's going to win multiple championships. I don't know. They re-signed extended DeJounte. That's taken care of. I know they lost a couple of pieces. They lost Johnny Collins. So Atlanta's kind of all over the place, but Magic is what I was having fun with. I think the Orlando Magic are going to be very good this year. They played fantastic the second half of the year. Paolo's got another year under his belt. Franz Wagner is now going to be a 3rd year. Wendell Carter Jr. was really good. Markelle Fultz is going to have a full season in him. So, like, I think Orlando's going to be a little spicy. So I like Orlando to at least make the play-in. I don't think outright make the playoffs, but they're going to make the play-in game. And then the Pacers after them. I had to take a long look in the mirror at the Pacers because I think I originally had them a little bit lower because I like rooting for Toronto. I kept moving Toronto up. And then I was like, no, I don't think I should do that, especially if they trade Siakam. I don't know. Toronto just feels weird. So I have Indiana up there. And I think I don't know. Miles Turner and Buddy Hield, like, those are some win now pieces. Tyrese Halliburton. You get a 2nd year of Benedict Mathurin, right? Maybe he makes a little bit of a leap. They got the rookie that they're really excited about, Walker, right? Is it Walker? I kind of like that. I kind of like the Pacers there. And then who did I have 10? Did I have the Nets 10 there? And then after the Nets, it was basically just a smorgasbord of Bulls, Raptors, Hornets, Pistons, and Wizards. Of your bottom 5, who was your wild card to make the playoffs? So if I had to pick, so listen, if Chicago stays completely healthy, right? If Chicago stays completely healthy, I could see them making the playoffs. And they don't trade anybody, right? If Toronto doesn't trade Siakam and Point Barnes ends up evolving into something that everybody says it's going to evolve into, I could see Toronto being good. I thought Toronto was the most disappointing team in the league last year, and it's because I had too high of hopes of them. But, like, they have pieces that make sense. And so, I don't know. I could see Toronto doing it. Hell, I can see Charlotte doing it. Who knows? Maybe Brandon Miller ends up being the piece that makes the most sense. Maybe Gordon Hayward stays healthy. Maybe PJ comes back. Maybe Mark Williams is the new Dikembe Mutombo. I'm buying all the Mark Williams stock, BT dubs. I'm ready for that Mark Williams bull run. I'm excited for it. Detroit and Washington are the only two that I would say can't. I don't think they have a shot. I really liked what I saw from Jalen Duren. I really liked what we saw from the Thompson twin and even Sasser. Even Sasser was really good for what they did in Vegas. Like that part got me excited. I'm a little nervous about Jay Ivey. Anyway, maybe that's reacting to Summer League, but I didn't really love that. And then Cade Cunningham, like, is he going to be good to go? I don't know. I feel a little nervous for Detroit and Washington. Just that Washington's going to be gross. Tesla says the vibes were off last year for Raptors. Going back to basics, brought back some of the developmental infrastructure as part of the lead up to the championship. That's some serious hopium, I think. Because listen, why did you sign Jakob Poeltl? Like, why? You sign Jakob Poeltl, but then don't re-sign Fred VanVleet. Like, I don't know. What are you guys doing? What are you doing? Weisberg saying Indy's primed to make a big move. They could deal Hield for Turner and picks for a solid number 2 guy, maybe Siakam. Yeah, but Toronto would have to admit that they aren't trying to win any games this year because those picks would be great. But like, it doesn't make sense for them to get, like, it doesn't really make sense for Toronto to get Buddy Hield and Miles Turner, right? Like, I feel like it has to be one or the other. But I do agree that Indy's ready to make a move. I also saw Miles Turner doing the podcast rounds. I'm rooting for Toronto to pick a lane, though, one way or the other. Like, I like rooting for the Raptors. I mean, a part of that was because I really like Fred VanVleet, but I'm a big Siakam fan. I want them to do well. So we'll see. All right. So that was the full list. What was anybody mad about anything? Because when I did the Western Conference, everybody was pissed off. But the East, do we all like kind of agree, or is it just that much like convoluted down at the bottom? I thought there was going to be some frustration around the Knicks take or the Cavs take or even the Sixers dropping a 6. But I shout out Joel Embiid because I had the Sixers down around 6 before Embiid did that. But now I feel like no one's going to get mad because of that. Regulators saying the 2024 free agent class is weak, so a lot of trades during the season is a possibility. That's true. That was kind of the case for this season too, right? Wasn't it just kind of headline behind Freddie? That was the big one. Anything else there? Anything else around the Eastern rankings? Man, everybody was so fired up on the West. Nobody cares about the East. That's classic, dude. Classic West Coast bias, dude. That elitism from the West Coast. Joel Embiid plays less than 30 games. That's because of injury or because because he's like sitting out. I'm trying to think of what would be the funniest landing spot. Like maybe he goes to maybe he goes to Houston. Stan says Cavs could spiral after the ugly playoffs. Yeah, I think that's going to be a consensus. That I think most people will have Cleveland in like the 6th seed. I just think they shored up some of the things that were a problem for them. They got picked up a little bit of depth. And yeah, they need Mobley to take a step too. That's going to be the biggest thing for Cleveland. If Evan Mobley can just take that jumper back a little bit, right? If he can get a little bit better, knock down those corner threes, stretch the floor a little bit more, I think that drastically changes the ceiling for Cleveland. If he's unable to do that, I think that's going down a little bit. Josh says the conversation about the West yesterday made me realize it's hard to say before the trade deadline. Yeah, there's so many. Yeah, this is just trying to create content. there's so many questions unknown. And I mean, Embiid did that right in the middle. You're more likely to win the $1 billion in Powerball than pick the bottom 7 of the East. That's true. And then, Evan Noble. See, this is spoken like truly like someone that's a Toronto Raptors fan. That's it right there. The in-season tournament will really change the season. Stars won't sit ever, and the games will be more competitive. I listened to Tass had Sabrina Merchant, I think her last name, on No Dunks yesterday, and they were comparing the W mid-season tournament, the Commissioner's Cup, to what the NBA did. And I actually didn't realize this. The biggest difference between those two is the Commissioner's Cup makes up 25%, I believe, of the entire W season. So it's 10 games go towards the Commissioner's Cup out of the 40, where for the NBA, it's like 4 out of 82. So they brought up a really good point, and I think it was Sabrina who made this point, that we could see some crazier stuff happen in that, because it's like all it takes is a team to on a back-to-back on a Tuesday and they rest their guys. Just because it's a back-to-back, right? And so you might see a team like the Magic make the run, or like the Magic make a run, or one of those like friskier teams that's not a top-tier team. Because I didn't realize that, like, basically the top 2 teams in the Commissioner's Cup play every year, because it's such a large sample size. This small sample size, basically like one-game tournaments, I'm here for that. I'm here for that. Remember when people, I think that was just Bill Simmons. I think Bill Simmons was a little high. On hopium there with Mobs. I think Mobley's going to be good though. I think we got to chill. I do think he doesn't create his own. Yeah. All right. Maybe that's fair. Maybe I missed something, but what sparked the interest for the midseason tournament by the NBA? Well, lean in real close, Patrick. Money. Yeah, just money. Just money. It's another way. I think it's to try to get the NBA to care about those games, right? Because outside of us, nobody's paying attention to basketball in October, November, and December, right? Christmas is the unofficial start date for the NBA season, right? That's what everybody says. So I think they're trying to bring some meaning and some oomph to those games that happen during the NFL season. So I think it's a combination of interest and money for the most part. And I'm here for it. Listen, we're going to Vegas, baby. We're going to Vegas. And then, yeah, Sabrina challenged Curry after knocking down all those threes. I think Steph talked about it on, was he on SportsCenter last night? I think he said we got to figure that out. I hope that would be fun. Why not? Let Sabrina if we can let Mac McClung do the dunk contest, we can let Sabrina Ionescu chuck some threes at All-Star Game weekend. All-Star Game weekend sucks. You know what? I was thinking about this too. I understand why they're doing the final in December, right? Like, I understand why it's all doing that. I was thinking, you want to make All-Star Game weekend better? We should have the Final Four during All-Star Game weekend, right? In the same way how, like, if an NFL player makes the Pro Bowl, they're in the Super Bowl, they don't play in it. So same thing, right? Say it would get more people involved in the All-Star Game, because you'd have these stars playing in the Final Four. That's how you spice it up, baby. Spice that up. I'm here for it. Tesla says about the midseason tournament, as a soccer fan, I like it. I think the dynamics between the stars and the end of the bench guys who would the 500K would make a difference will be interesting. Yeah, that's the best part. I like that. Ooh, Jimmy Peacock. We had a Jimmy Peacock sighting. NBA should play flag football and NFL should play basketball for All-Star weekends. That is great. One of the best baseball practices I had in college, we played football. I still remember that. That was like one of the best. You want to talk about team building? You think you're going to baseball practice and they're like no cleats today? Because I think we were playing indoors. It's the best. McClung looks like a cartoon. Yeah, McClung looks like my tax account. And listen, and I mean, that is disrespect to McClung. He was incredible in the dunk contest, but he also was not an NBA player. You know what I'm saying? So if McClung can do that, Sabrina can do it too. Patrick, this is the homework I wanted somebody to do, because I was thinking about this. We should get Raiders tickets. I just looked at the Raiders schedules and they have a home game against the Vikings that same weekend. The only thing that I don't like about this, Patrick, is that means, although I think the flight out on Sunday is going to have to be a red eye anyways. What time is that game, Patrick? We might be going to Vegas Vikings. Yeah. We could see Jimmy, the porn star Garoppolo. Although, did Devontae Adams just request a trade? Did I see that yesterday? I've been seeing so many wild football tweets. I saw the running backs come together. Like, the writers are on strike, the actors are on strike, and the running backs are unionizing right now. They're just like, not on our watch, which is great. I'm here for that. Maybe the Cavs will get the season sweep, summer league, in season finals. Yeah, shout out the Cleveland Cavaliers winning summer league. Hang that banner. Don't really see the downside of the tournament because it doesn't disrupt the schedule. No, I'm for the tournament. I think it was brilliant. I'm here for it. I like that it's only 4 to 6 games or something. Like, don't include a large sample size. Let it get weird, right? Houston Rockets playing on a Tuesday night. First game. right? And then maybe they get like a matchup against the Clippers, and so Kawhi's probably not playing. And then Jalen Green goes for 40. All of a sudden, the Rockets are leading group play to get out of the group stages. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. All right, I don't know what else. Wait, Boston Beach, you're talking about Top Shot. You want to check them? Let's check the market about Top. Let's do a little. Let's do a video drop here. Let's do a quick vid. Let's do. I don't know. I want to do something Top Shot related. Let's do. How about PJ Washington? Let's bring the PJ boys back. Oh no, Big Ticket. Let's do Big Ticket because I love him.
We are from City and on Vegas. Big ticket, big ticket. Got us a $1 here, $1 there, $1 here, $1 there, $1 here, $1 there, $1 here, $1 there.
We love a big ticket. Sorry if I scared you with the PJ and then didn't provide. Let's go. We could pop over to Own the Moment, former official sponsor. Let's go to the market. Let's go to sets. Let's see what's going up, and what's going down, down, down. In the last 24 hours, fresh treads are pumping. All right, let's see how many we got. This is searching by 30. We have 29 sets that are up, baby. 29 that are 0.004 or higher. Let's go the other way now. What's going down? I bet NBA Finals legendary after pumping has now pumped back. Pump it back. Oh, got you. Thank you, Weisberg. All right. So what else? Anything else drop here? Anything else of note? Summer icon, summer of 21. Series 4 rookies. Look at the rookie drop there. The low ask is $10 for Series 4 rookies. Wait, to complete the set? That's wrong. Is that right? What? What's the... Oh, because these are out of 16K because they made a bunch of them. That's right. And there's only 8. Okay. Okay, that makes more sense. Sorry, I was confused. Hollows are down. Everything's all right. So we get a lot more down. Let's do 60. How many? Because there should be, I think, about 60 sets that are down. Yeah, Cosmics are down a little bit. Damn, you can get Cosmics for just under 1.1 mil. Oh, 1.2 million. All right, there you go. That's our check-in right there. That's for like 4 dudes. Yeah, that makes sense now. Makes sense now. Anybody get any good deals? Huh? Was anybody shopping? Anybody go ham after that? I haven't seen a lot of movement on stuff. I saw less tweets yesterday though of people being like, "Oh, the market's fine." The one thing I did see is the first round of Series 1 leaderboards were done. The burn boards or whatever yesterday. It is kind of interesting. I saw John Boy tweet this out too, where like they have you burn Series 3 and 4 rares that people aren't valuing anyways to then dilute the Series 1 supply, which I think is just kind of a little counterintuitive for how they're doing it. But I did see a lot of people complaining that it was for like that only 30 or so people participated. Like I saw Metz was really going in on that on Twitter, which like I understand what he's saying. Like you want to create an opportunity for more people to participate in something like this, but like they're rewarding the people that do the most. And so like if you are smart and you realize that your account won't be able to compete with some other ones, like why would you participate in it? And I guess that is his point, right? Is like created so that more people will participate. But yeah, that seems like I don't know. Did anybody participate in the burn boards there? I know.
PJ Washington. PJ Washington. PJ Washington.
Sorry, my mic unplugged there. My mic unplugged. But we back. We back. Yeah, I mean it does seem like they misjudged their Series 1 burn boards, but whatever. I can't get mad anymore. You want to see Yondo Mondo? We can check out some Yondo Mondo. Maybe the association, buy some like real good shit. All right, let's see here. Open seas, Yondo Mondo. I know I'm not sharing yet. I'm just pulling it up first. And that takes you, wait, one. Oh, there we go. I thought it was saying the floor was 1.6 ETH. I was about to lose my mind. Regulator said, stay tuned for a new opportunity coming soon to monetize, select, complete, and lock sets. Still waiting on this. Yeah, wait, I mean, listen, for those that weren't able to attend Vegas, John Boy like created something on the spot about what they were going to do. And we confirmed, or we pretty much confirmed that it was right. So we're going to see by monetizing sets, you're going to have access to the images to make your own merch to sell to your own community. So you're going to be monetizing your sets by paying for it yourself. That's the thing that I thought was so fascinating about that. No one else is going to buy that merch, right? Like if it's for set holders, right? Hustle and Show. Say it's Hustle and Show. Everybody that's completed Hustle and Show now has access to make their own Hustle and Show merch with the official imagery created by, whether it's the set design, whatever, right? But I don't think someone who doesn't own Hustle and Show is like, oh, you know what I need to buy? A Hustle and Show sweatshirt. So it reminds me of like, shout out OTM, when like OTM did the, like when they went from TOC to the other, like your own, sorry, this analogy isn't connecting. So let's like punt on it, but you're only hurting the people that are already there. Like that's the monetization is on, unless I'm missing something here. You're right. Like you're only, I don't understand. It's the idea of a little club you're in, folks. Love little club. No. I totally agree. But to characterize it as monetizing sets, I guess that's true. That would be like me saying I'm monetizing merch. I'm not. It's like cool to break even on merch. That's what I'm saying. All right, Yondo Mondo, what are we at here? Oh, dude, 0.0009. Can we sweep the floor? Can we sweep the floor on this? What is 0.009 ETH right now? Let's buy it. Oh, I got to log in. I'm not logging in. Anyways, there we go. 0.009. There's your Yondo Mondo. But yeah, anyways, that was my point. I just don't, are you suggesting that may have been a bad tweet? No, not a bad tweet, a bad idea. Just a bad idea. Or not a bad idea. Just a mischaracterization. There you go. Raptor news. More like licensing than marketing. There you go. Yeah. And I think the merch thing is cool. I think they should. I don't know why they should have been able to do that already. I think that is cool. That is cool. The idea that, I don't know. The idea that you're out there buying it and monetizing. I don't know. Whatever. Who cares? Shout out Hustle and Slow, baby. Anything else you guys have for me? Or are we going to wrap up here a little bit early today, huh? We do have that giveaway, right? Like the stream, subscribe, hashtag Moriball. And for those that don't know how to spell Maury, I will share that with you. I will share that with you if I can find it. And here we go. And just a reminder too, we are back again tomorrow morning. It should be at 9. However, I reserve the right to push it back to noon. If I wake up late, if I'm out too late for trivia, all right, I'll push it back. I can do what I want. But it should be tomorrow morning. And then, yeah, just the NBA bit, Monday through Friday. And then on Friday, we were going to do the big giveaway show. So get ready for that. I need to start working on my wife for the December trip to Vegas, Patrick. Yeah, listen, I'm doing it, guys. I'm going. I'm ready to go. How many do you think? I know J-Web is out there. J-Web's going. No. Stubbs said he can't go again because that would be his third trip, which I totally understand. Same thing with Garen. We've got, who else? Boston Base is on the fence. Patrick is on the fence. Coach Stark Holmes already booked. There was somebody else too. Let's do noon. All right, fine. We'll do noon tomorrow. Oh, wait, I got to double check. I might have no, I can do that. I'm meeting up with somebody tomorrow afternoon, so I need to make sure I'm not there. I've gone from questionable to doubtful. Come on, Boston Base. There's somebody else I think I'm forgetting that said they were going. Let me check. Let me check the Vegas Summer League thing that I got to. No, maybe that's everybody. Maybe. Oh, Skeets is bunking with me. There you go. Weisberg says the associate. Shout out the association, dude. We didn't give them enough of a runway. The association still. I think they still have a chance to fly. I think the association still has a chance to fly. Oop, the Ember mug's dying. We gotta pound this before it's officially dead. Now the light's not even on. What's going on here? Oh, there it is. Anything else? Anything else you guys need to get into? I feel like it's quiet NBA related. Shout out Joel Embiid for giving us something. Just give him something to talk about, right? Giving us something to do. That was fun. I don't know what else. Anything? I gotta go listen to podcasts so then I can tell you other stuff to do. Weisberg, the association is not an official NBA product. Oh, you're saying it can't be. They weren't at I didn't see them at Summer League. When playback? That's a great question. I think we'll have some baseball playback coming up soon now that we're in the second half of the year and the Red Sox are 8-2 in their last 10. I know Jay Destiny and Rock Doggy will be back soon to do some baseball stuff. So that's going to be coming up. Stay tuned for that. I don't know. We'll do some FIBA. I think we'll be able to do FIBA for playback. So we'll fire up some FIBA for that. That'll be exciting. Did you talk about yeah, we did. We talked about the NBA tournament. Not only did we talk about American Meister, we're going to it. Okay. Yeah, we'll do some FIBA. I'm ready for FIBA. I said this yesterday. I'm very excited to watch Canada, which is very anti-American. But you get Jamal Murray and SGA. Those are like two players that I've talked more about than anybody else. So I'm ready. I'm ready for Canada. And then Paolo Banchero leading the United States of America. That'll be fun as well. I do kind of think the U.S. gets bounced earlier. Oh, no. Playback is not airing FIBA? No. All right. We're going to find some Reddit streams then. How about that? Let's let's drum up some engagement that way. We're just going to stream it on YouTube. Come at me, FIBA. Come at me. Man, that sucks. I was very ready for that. Well, do I have any other updates? I'm telling you guys, I'm ready. We might have to break out the camera the next time we're in the gym. The jumper's back. The jumper is back. Wet like water. Took 100 yesterday off the dribble. It's back, guys. It's back. Good news. Playback will officially be able to broadcast FIBA in 2040. Well, Boston Base, the one thing I can count on, we all can count on, is that when the announcement comes, a week before, you'll probably tweet it out. Right? Wasn't that you illegally breaking news last time? Unbelievable. Good luck on that Series 2 burn leaderboard, Boston. Yeah, can we check is there a leaderboard rankings? Let me see. Let me check this out real quick. Boston Base is always up there on the leaderboards. Steph Curry surpassed Deion Sanders and Bo Jackson as the greatest two-way athlete. Wow. Is that right? You think so? I saw a crazy clip of Deion Sanders running the bases yesterday and then diving into home. It was awesome. Yeah, can we see the leaderboards here? Burn Series 2 to win legendary Grail moments. Let's see. We got to stop calling them Grail moments, I think. All right, here we go. Let's look at this leaderboard. Look at our man. Wow. Honestly, what an honor. An honor to have this guy in our presence right now. Boston Base, you got a way to go, though. See, you want to know what's wrong with Top Shot? What's wrong with Top Shot is somebody named Go Jazz Go is ahead of Boston Base. Yeah, we did see that. You do have to be careful, though, right? We saw yesterday there was a dude who tweeted out his big L because I think there was like 2 minutes to go and he was in second, which would have been like a legendary pack and then 5 Series 1 packs. And instead he finished 21st, which is 1 Series 1 moment. So yeah, can we see what moments you've been burning? Does that show? Oh, wait, look at that. America. There you go. Jason Tatum on the run there. No, I don't. Let's go back. Sorry. Let's go back. Let's see what we have over here for the biggest burns. Ooh, the biggest burns. And Go Jazz Go. Man, those rare all-star sets, dude. I love this. I mean, the burn thing, obviously, the burn thing is great. Love the burn. Happy we're all feeling it. Although, no, Clampies. Remember the Clampies? Clampies keeping that burn away. I love that it's just all these all-star game moments. Just the biggest dumps. Just L after L after L in these all-star moments. Top 10 all-star. We love to see it. All right, Boston Base. So you've got a 12K lead on third. What are the prizes here? So second place would get you Paul George Series 1 Hollow. That's pretty good. And then 25 Series 1 reserve packs. So Boston base, let's talk through this a little bit. Assuming that the people that are also burning, JJL is right there. We get 2 team holders in the top 7. Anybody else? All right, 2. So Boston base, what's the plan here? Are you like, did you burn everything, or is this just to like test the water, see who's coming? Like, what do you have in the reserve here? Are you going for second? Are you going the distance? Going for speed? Yes, Skeets, that's what I was thinking about doing. Instead of giving away all 350 moments, I was like, what if I just burn everything? But it's not going to be enough. It's not going to be enough to make a run. I mean, it would be, but then if if you're not finishing like top 5, are we doing it? But yeah, Boston base, I need to know what's the thought process here? What's the plan? This is like the nod to series 2, right? This was like, hey, remember all those L's, baby? Remember that LaMelo Ball Top Shot debut for $4,500? It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. This is a way to potentially get something for a moment, selling for $30 that I paid $1,000 for. Yeah. No, this is good. All-star moments are not worth locking. I agree. Those are really bad. I mean, those are the easiest burn case. Really, any rare set from Series 2 on, right? Or especially Series 2. Any rare set from Series 2. Just burn them all. Burn them all. And that's also a great point. I forgot about that, right? Because the All-Star moments don't technically count as a team. That's what's wrong with the All-Star game. All right, let me see. Let's fire up this giveaway here. Let's get on out of here. Because we got stuff to do today. We got to work, baby. All right, let's go. Like the stream, subscribe, #MauryBall. As always, appreciate you uggos showing up this morning and hanging out. I apologize for not going 3 hours. Reminder, if you're coming in late. So the big giveaway show, I put it out on Twitter. The announcement was on for Wednesday, is now Friday. We pushed it back 2 days, so all of my moments will be unlocked. Let's actually see what this is up to now. This is up to 420. Light them up, baby. So I need 80 more. Well, technically quote tweets count. 75 more retweets, and then we throw a legendary in there. Also, you know what we got to check here? No, they didn't reply. I got a little spicy in replies last night. Nobody got back. All right. No, James, I'm sorry, dude. They're not memorable. That was the beginning of the end. Or the beginning of the rebirth. The beginning of connecting and collecting was the All-Star game moments. Because that's when the money went down. All right, so we'll be back tomorrow at 9. Anything else? I don't know. Come to Vegas. I think that's it. Let's spin it. If you win, shoot me a DM at Mike Zakarian. Fenny, I think I still need to send you something. I got your message yesterday. So Fenny will get something. Who's going to be the other winner? Chicken dinner. It is going to Mike Beston, baby. That means you get a So Rare moment coming your way. When is the cutoff for the exclusive giveaway for the ballers that buy merch? It'll be Friday morning. Friday at 9 will be the cutoff. Yeah, if you guys haven't gotten any merch yet, go get some merch. I think we're up to right now, it's like 15 total people are in that giveaway. And I'm going to put, I think, 5 moments into that giveaway. That's just for people that buy merch, baby. Buy merch. So if you haven't bought anything, go check something out. I think I have some merch arriving today because I bought a bunch of Bottom Shop merch, but then gave it away at the thing. Anyways, appreciate everybody tuning in. Hope you guys have a great rest of the day. Happy Thursday. Stay tuned for tomorrow's show. Will it be at 9? Will it be at noon? Nobody knows, but I'm in charge. Have a great day. We're up.